Country Boy 23,123 says 1,000. Slots. Live Life for Fun 20 says reminder scanner charge check John. Stream Elements says Amanda BB13 just subscribed for 5 months in a row.
Amanda, thank you so much for the subscription.
Jaded Venus 336 says hey y'all. Tomet 2004 says you going live on YT. Dashing Dasher TX says it was good, except for Wax trying to torture gummy bears. What did this sweet delicious innocent gummy bears do to you, Wax?
Alright, we should switch the scene. Let's go, guys. Let's record some cops. They're not going to record themselves, are they?
DJ Talk 7 says hey everyone.
Hey. Oh, I gotta connect the voice from YouTube.
Give me any description on what the
Give me a second, guys. I gotta pull over here for a second.
Okay. 9 clear.
720. You can show me back to service. I'll be carrying this.
Alright.
Beth Dement says hi John.
Hi. Alright, YouTube, your voice is connected now. Kick, give me a shout out. Let me make sure you're connected.
Melanie Syop 1784 says hello John.
Hello.
Wax Hustler 80 says Dashing Dasher TX lol we needed some new comments for the store. I got more and can't wait to use them lol. Saddle Tramp says hola. William Mortensen says yeah. Pamela Jackson says hi from Kick.
Hi.
Genold says hey.
Hello. Alright, where all systems are go. All platforms are live. Let's get to work.
Kilo 6, did the caller give
Crazy
any
Boy 2
description
million
of
says
the
it's John
subject
first
or the
time doing
driver?
this so bear with him tonight.
Yeah.
Paula Russell says good evening John.
Good evening.
Dashing Dasher TX says kickers are present.
Kilo 6.
Oh, I need to move that over a little bit.
Our underscore guy 936 says not sea fishing tonight.
Not
Live
sea
Life
fishing.
4 Fun 20 says no fights, no peace John.
I see the fights. I see the fights. I see the fighters. They're
Melanie
working.
Syop 1784 says I thought on one of the platforms you can't multi-stream.
I can, if I click a button. I just make half the pay on Kick if I multi-stream. So I need you guys to sub over there.
Hey Jack says howdy good sir.
Hey,
How's
Jack.
everything going?
Going wonderful. How about for you? Did you stay out of trouble last night? I was worried about you. You said you were going to the beach.
Gwent's underscore 991 says hey everyone.
Hey. Yeah, so that Kick counter, it's OCD nightmare. It's right on top of the YouTube one, but we're gonna let it slide for tonight.
That's negative at this time. Control 3.
153, go ahead.
150308741. 150308741. 74 female. Status was found down.
Hey Jack says yes sir. We ended up just hanging out here and eating some more lol.
There you go.
142 systolic heart rate 94, 95%, 20 times on repair.
Guys, if you're new here,
About 17, could you pace this out as a trauma, please?
let me wait for Lifeline to be quiet. If you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC
Call me
Scanner.
150308741, page drop.
Country Boy 23123 says are you heading to that call?
That's literally a Lifeline call. That's a Lifeline call. There's no way I can catch up with a helicopter. My name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. As you can hear the scanner in the background.
9588 says on my screen the kick counter is really close but not on top of YT1. Big Dave BCTX says life flight says hold my beer.
Yep. So my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're about 50 miles south of Houston. We're listening to the scanner. We're going to record police interactions. We do this 6 nights a week. Make sure you hit the subscribe or follow, depending on what platform you're on. Everybody, do me a favor. Let's kick the algorithm on YouTube a little bit. Make sure you go to YouTube, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment, let them know you're there. YouTube doesn't like us, so we have to work on that platform.
Countryboy 23,123 says, yeah, we can catch up with Life Flight. We can wings on Pearl.
We're going to need a few more subscriptions to catch up with helicopters.
Teresa Yeager says, why do you have all the chatting on there?
That is so that I can, when I get out on scene, that goes away.
Brandon Mitchell says donuts used to be square. They cut the corners off for officer safety.
I use the voice.
Bayou Preppers 1 says sup.
I use the text-to-speech so that I can safely drive and communicate with the chat at the same time. I can't be driving around town reading my chat while I drive, so.
Teresa Yeager says, okay, cool.
And I turn that off when I get on scene, so I'll turn it down, and the funny stuff on the screen goes away when we get on there. And sometimes there's a little bit of time in between calls, and it gives us something to do. That's why you see the little fighters there.
Teresa Yeager says, I understand.
Yeah, it would not
Will
be...
Donnellan says, good evening.
Good evening.
Just a Chatter says, film piggers.
Always.
Gamerage_zone says they can cut the corners off, but we can drift the donuts. Brandon Mitchell says, here piggers. Family 9588 says, hey Trunkies, please don't forget to use the symbol when speaking to someone directly. Helps keep chat from getting overloaded. Thank you.
We got this area up here lit up for you for turnaround.
460,
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, chat, who else is light AL with me 420?
That's really bugging me, that counter being so close, but I'm gonna let it go.
William Mortensen says, what with the donuts now, I want a donut.
Right now we're in Clute, Texas, by the way.
49 record maintained.
Hey Jack says, them little coppers are gonna be hiding tonight. Bandmom 2024 says 36.
Missouri, your cell date clear from scene. Represent personnel clear from scene.
The Bread Pusher says B-Day 100, B-Day 100, B-Day 100, B-Day 100, B-Day 100, B-Day 1000, happy birthday.
Dang, thank you so much.
Element says the Bread Pusher just cheered 1500 bits.
The Bread Pusher with 1500 bits. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
150 County Road A, 70 Henry, 150 County Road A, 70 Henry. Caller's advising that her daughter is intoxicated. Daughter threw the collar in the shower and turned on the cold water.
What? A collar?
That's there.
I don't know if I have much words to describe that call.
That's clear.
Sounds cold, though.
Still report. Kills may pick up. Come back here.
William Mortensen says okay. Gamerage_zone says haha.
I know, I like a warm shower.
57946, 57946. And you can show 531 patient, an emergent to UTB Angleton with 2 passengers and 1 chief.
Turn over.
They're fine. They have one of the safest jobs in America. Of course they're fine.
Gamerage_zone says yes, warm is nice. I think they call this a cold case. Lol.
I see what you did there. I'm not necessarily against it, but I'm the only one with the dad jokes here. I'll do the dad jokes here. Tried to put me out of business.
Bayou Preppers 1 says hello, John and Pam.
Hello.
Ilse Vargas says hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Teresa Yeager says, man, you have to slow down going over them tracks.
57946.
It looks, I'm going faster. It looks like I'm going faster than I am.
Richard Junior L. Goat Roper Cyclone says white van is stalking you.
Uh-oh. Well, they probably got good candy, I hope. Usually the white vans have the best candy.
Go ahead.
Newark parking lot on a white Jeep. Henry's place at the moment is towing another vehicle number.
Always do the speed limit if you're local in this
Will
area.
Donlan says LMAO John. Winter Willow says hello everyone, let's get to work.
Definitely getting to work. Let's see, are we gonna
Trevor
leave?
Watts 596 says that white van has free iced coffee.
Oh, then I'm kidnapped. Just consider me kidnapped. Has iced coffee? Consider me kidnapped. I'm not ready to quite leave Clute yet, so we'll go back through Clute, see what's going on.
7504 traffic.
I haven't heard him say anything on the radio yet. I don't know what shift is working.
William Mortensen says and find the black phone.
Go ahead.
Newark parking lot on a white Jeep. Can't read the plate at the moment. It's towing another vehicle with no plate.
That's another thing. If you're new, you're going to hear the scanner traffic rate.
Great, I'm 10-4. You can start getting it.
Back there, 6 special, you say?
Yeah, color one clear. Can you put us on a suspicious vehicle? It's going to be a stolen vehicle.
Stolen vehicle?
Clear, go ahead.
We'll be out at 3500 Rock County Road 179. The plate is going to be King Young Paul 0015.
Looks like county's found a stolen vehicle.
Clear, is it occupied?
Negative, not at the moment. We're going to keep an eye on it.
Oh, he's going to keep... never mind. All right, Clute's doing something.
That's it, Fartis is on scene to assist.
Country Boy 23,123 says where is that call?
County. They're sitting on top of a stolen car, so...
Sweet Gator says hello.
Hello. Good news is if
Cody
you're...
Starber 1 says hello, John.
Hello to you.
So, it's funny. Can you make sense?
Can you make scene? That's in Clute somewhere. I need to know if you see lights in Clute.
Cody Starber 1 says hello, Pam.
I need to know if you see lights in Clute, guys.
We're 10-4.
They're 10-4.
Big Dave BCTX says CR 179 Alvin.
Report 908 arriving at the hospital.
Yeah, clear.
12, isn't it?
Pretty good.
I'll say Fartis is on scene to assist. Try to figure out where the shot was at.
Where the shot was at.
Double.
Alright, do we already have gunshots in Clute? That is the question. I don't know the area though. That's probably by Lakeview. But I'll check the hotels, then we'll go down and check by Lakeview.
We're 10-4.
212, mother's walking up to you right now.
Mother's locking up.
Luis Rodriguez 1963 says I see you.
Everything's 10-4. I just gonna stay with the kid while you talk and see if you can locate the living.
Report 908 arriving at the hospital.
Yep.
983. Control complete.
Dan Mom 2024 says I didn't hear any shots going off over here, John.
All right.
Control wildlife complaint, North Hackberry. The bat flying around inside the house.
That's clear. Outside, we got 5 minutes to go.
Trigger's copy.
So mother's walking up to you right now.
Mother's walking up to you right now.
Yeah, 4. You can go, man. Everything's 10-4. I just gonna stay with the kid while you talk and see if you can locate the resident. Others should be nearby.
All right. So it sounds like they called off the second unit, whatever it was.
Copy, name and date of birth.
Ajax says that was creepy ASF.
Uh-oh, what happened? Big Dave strike again? Did Big Dave strike again?
Tazzy's my dog Bill says damn it, their voice.
Robert. 20
The Contact says who did the creepy voice blur.
15194307.
I'm gonna guess Big Dave.
Dasher Dasher TX says too. Says scares the crap out of me with the headphones lol.
Yeah, so live message.
Will Donnellan says black screen. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says black screen John. Tiki Cat 1961 says she got him. Ajax says and now the screen is black I am scared. Will Donnellan says back.
We're back, guys.
Last name Mirren,
Live Life
Mary
4 Fun
Ida,
20 says we're
Robert
back.
Ocean Nora.
That's
First name Christian.
sometimes the
Vegas
camera...
underscore local says
Ida, Adam Nora.
Vegas, I was watching the rerun yesterday and you sent me some bits and I didn't say thank you.
2005.
I want to say thank you tonight because I didn't say thank you and you sent me a lot of bits last night. I didn't determine that until I was watching the VOD. Thank you so much.
Luis Rodriguez 1963 says I see you. Ajax says I've got you on the big screen so it was super creepy with the surround sound.
Oh boy. That's actually kind of cool.
Vegas underscore local says OMG no issue ever.
Well, I'd like to say, I try to say thank you to everybody who sent something. I feel bad if I missed something. Whether it's 1 bit, 1,000 bits, 1 sub, 50 subs, I try to say thank you to everybody. The support really means a lot to me.
Vanessa Brockett says good evening John.
Good evening to you. Turn on the AC. It's kind of hot today. What is the temperature? Why does it feel like it's 100? It's only 87. Okay.
Luis Rodriguez 1963 says 50.
I have the plate in that main unit ready. 30 minutes.
Roger, thank you.
Angie 416 says okay, reached my battle limit for tonight law.
Dang, that was fast.
Luis Rodriguez 1963 says 100. Vegas_local says I've just been a broke bitch lately, so sorry I can't do as much as normal, but if I got them I got you.
I know that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Attention 20 EMS, attention 20 EMS, you're needed at 6936 County Road 911. 693.
With Life 4 Fun 20 says John, I have 57.8k channel points.
That's amazing.
Joanne 8775 says good evening everyone.
Good evening to you. Well, I'm tempted to go. I'm tempted to teach Pam how to move the kick view count over. That's how much it's bothered me.
County Fire Department.
Pam will probably move it in the middle of the screen though. Just to mess with me.
You said walking?
Stream Elements says thank you for following L_Cappy.
Thank you for the follow.
Dashing Dasher TX says fight the urge, sir.
I'm gonna stop looking at it. That's what I'm
Tammy
gonna do.
9588 says teach me what? I know almost all the things.
To move that kick view count over just a little bit.
Mark the Mad Shark says cheer 500.
Mark the Mad
Stream
Shark
Element
with
says
500
Mark
bits.
the Mad Shark just cheered 500 bits.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Big Dave BCTX says we know Pam is the Wizard of Oz.
I'll let it go for tonight though.
Big Ek 2022 says hi Pammy and John.
Hi. I'm not going to say anything because I know Pam. She's going to move it right in the middle of the screen just to mess with me. So I'm going to let it go.
Medic 5 en route.
The primary unit on the stop would be Victor Robert David 0209. Victor Robert David 0209. White Jeep.
That's correct.
10-4.
12th Minaji says I just gave you a thumbs up on YT John.
Well, thank you so much. Guys, hit the thumbs up for me.
2659, go ahead.
Pammy 9588 says I would never do anything like that.
That K is going to be in the middle of the screen any second now.
Clear.
You would definitely put the K in the middle of the screen. I know you would.
Sure, right behind you.
All right, whatever this call was included is over with.
On
With
the
Life 4 Fun 20 says hash Eagle 420 in Texas. Joanne 8775 says Pam wouldn't do no such thing.
Yes, she would. She absolutely would. If she knew how to move
Dashing
that.
Dasher TX says no. Now it's definitely over the YouTube count the law. Vegas_local says John, did you see the Long Island auditor's lawsuit? It's insane.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the cop spit in his face, but it's only a crime, and wherever he was.
Joanne 8775 says do it Pam law.
It's only a
Shaggy
crime.
Stoner 4994 says hello John.
Hello.
Peg Leg Peggy and Trunkies.
It's only
Life 4 Fun 20 says John, we are protesting for 420 to become legal in Texas.
There you go. I'll join you.
Ajax says Pammy is an angel. I don't believe all these lies.
Sure, right behind you.
If she knew how, that K would be right in the middle of the screen. I'm telling you.
12th Minaji says, do you think that we will get any rain from that storm in the Atlantic, John?
It looks like it's going to go into
Vehicle is clear and confirmed. No
It looks like it's going to go into, and I'm not a weatherman. So just want to point that out. I'm definitely not a weatherman. I'm just a guy holding a cell phone.
On that name and date of birth, butterfly last name, Mary.
But I think it's going to go into Louisiana. And we won't be on the dirty side of it, so if we get rain, it shouldn't be bad, but I mean,
Charles Robert.
it's too soon to really
Dasher
say.
TX says, great job, Pam, that's perfect law.
She figured it out. I knew it. Damn it.
Trevor Watts 596 says, great job, Pam.
I told you guys, I warned you guys. That K was going to be in the middle of the screen any second now.
Trevor Watts 596 says, John, look at the screen, John.
I see it. So, gosh, you had to go get on my laptop. Open
Richard
up.
Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says, nice. Joanne 8775 says, I will all you in it if hits Louisiana. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, Connecticut is where the Long Island ADUIT was at John.
Yeah, and it's not a crime.
9588 says, thanks, Dasher. I'm trying. It's hard to figure out. Joanne 8775 says, LMAO, good job, Pam.
So,
12TH Menaji says, it looks like Louisiana and I will take any rain that we get, John. Will Donnellan says, okay, I have to go green to see it.
oh boy,
Gamerage_zone says, Texas does not need any more rain than they got, law.
it's going bad.
Darren Thompson says, evening.
It's
Winter
get-
Willow says, does that mean I should head over to K and give you traffic there?
It's on YouTube
Joanne
is where I'm seeing it.
8775 says, oh, it went away. Trevor Watts 596 says, look at it now, John, now all there are in front of the screen.
I see them.
Dashing Dasher TX says, now Kick is hiding law. Dashing Dasher TX says 4. Joanne 8775 says all of them are up now. Bandmom 2024 says 4. Angie 416 says 4. Pammy 9588 says, I think that's perfect. 1 for perfect and 3 for bad. Big Dave BCTX says, IYS not quite center and it's kinda small. Blow that sucker up. Big Dave BCTX says 1. Hey Jack says, I know them fancy APTS. Trevor Watts 596 says, great job, Pam. Joanne 8775 says 1. Will Donnellan says 1. Bandmom 2024 says 1.
It's right in the middle of the screen now. So Pam had to go in my office. She had to go on my laptop, open up Streamlabs.
Shaggy Stoner 4994 says Uno.
And then she moved all the view counts around. That just happened. It gets kind of tricky because, especially when they overlap each other like that. So I don't know if you're going to be able to get them back.
Big Dave BCTX says, hey look, they're all there.
They're definitely...
Dashing Dasher TX says, Kick is playing peekaboo law. Pammy 9588 says, BC Scanner, don't tempt me with a good time. Ha ha ha.
So yeah, that's what we have here, guys. She literally moved all the view counters in the center of the screen, just like I said she would. And I'm defenseless in the Camaro. I can't do anything about it. Nothing I can do. Oh, they're back. Oh, you did it perfect. Good job.
Trevor Watts 596 says, Pam, move back to the front PLS.
There you go. Good job. That's perfect. Look at you. Now all of a sudden you're an OBS and Streamlabs expert.
10-4.
Vegas_local says, could be worse, she could say I want John time and just shut the whole thing down.
That's right.
Angie 416 says, good job, Pam. Little__unit says, beggars can't be choosers, John.
That's right.
Dashing Dasher TX says, 3 cheers for Pam. Hippo hooray. Will Donnellan says, she did it. Great job, Pammy. Shaggy Stoner 4994 says, you should have taken her leg away before you left. Trevor Watts 596 says, Pam did treating. Trevor Watts 596 says, good job, Pam. Dashing Dasher TX says, LMAO, I swear I meant hip hip. Joanne 8775 says, Pam has been learning in the background law.
That's right.
Pammy 9588 says, I'm so glad I had BC Scanner to Teach me all these things. I'd be so lost without him. I roll. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, Chad, do we have to protest signs ready to match to legalize 420?
Let's do it. All right, let's go to Angleton.
10-4.
Don't tell Angleton we're going there, though. Nobody call Angleton and tell him.
Luis Rodrigue 1963 says 300. Hajack says not the OLI roll.
But the patient is talking. We're still on 4.
That's correct.
Renegade to Brazoria. Renegade, go ahead.
Shaggy Stoner 4994 says I'll protest legal weed even though I don't live in the state. Luis Rodrigue 1963 says 500. 12th Menaji says John, you need to do more of Pearland when you get time.
That's true.
5415 shows up here.
10-4.
Winter Willow says come on down to a town.
Yeah, don't tell him I'm coming. Yeah, apparently in
Live
Connecticut.
Life 4 Fun 20 says John, we need the top down so they can see our signs.
Apparently in Connecticut, it's a crime to spit on a cop, but it's not a crime for a cop to spit on a person. It's not assault if it happens the other way. I absolutely could not believe. I think I would just stop and throw up if that happened to me.
Luis Rodrigue 1963 says 900.
I think I would have thrown up right there.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Blogless.
Thank you so
Stream
much for the
Elements
follow.
says thank you for following Byte_me22.
Thank you.
Who's working audience? Berkeley's driver, Highway 36, southbound from Damon. It's gonna be a
Hammy
slower Dodge pickup, old
9588
models all
says
over the
did
road.
Dasher
Got
call me a
no lights on. So we're gonna pick up PGT 611, 2141.
I think it was a typo. He
Live
meant,
Life 4 Fun 20 says but branching a weapon is a crime.
yeah, it was a typo hippo. It's a typo hippo.
7504.
Trevor Watts 596 says did you get our signs yet about the park? L Davis
that's good.
95 says I would lose my mind if someone should spit on me.
Yeah, I think he really had, like when you do this, guys, you have to be in control no matter what happens. They're constantly trying to
12
set you up.
Menaji says John, I found out that Mr. Clean is patrolling Pearland during the daytime.
Ah,
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says so that officer should have been charged.
yes.
Dashing Dasher TX says shit Pammy is coming for me law. Flights_991 says there's lights in Angleton by 220 IDK. What it's for though?
Oh, we're not that far
Joanne
away.
8775 says let an officer do that to me and I will do my time cause they would get it right back.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have the right to kill you and say they were scared, so.
Hajack says last person that spit on me had to clean blood and sand out of his ears.
Yeah, that's just gross.
Pamela Jackson says my BF will beat you up Dasher.
7504. Close
Luis
patrol 90.
Rodrigue
Checks clear.
1963 says 1000.
That's good.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says John, you can also get charged for branching pepper spray.
Report 908 is clear to the hospital. Return to service.
Perfect.
I'm still laughing. I look over and that K was in the middle of the damn screen.
Hajack says I just got my points robbed.
I need a plate for the 30.
Good.
1861 Weeping Willow Lane, 1851 Weeping Willow Lane. Call up advising his stepson, 18 years old, is refusing to leave the room. Girl only at this time.
Where do you want to go?
Weeping Willow Lane.
Getting directions to Weeping Willow Lane, Pearland.
Joanne 8775 says Pam did an awesome job putting it in the middle for you, John.
Yes, that was nice of her.
Or is advising that it's become physical in the past, and he has started the eviction process, but hasn't finished it.
But hasn't finished it.
Awesome.
And that's all the way in Pearland, by the way, guys.
Dobrino TV says crazy. I've gambled like 12k points and not won a single time.
Sorry.
12th Minaji says, is that in Pearland, John?
Yes, it's in Pearland.
Dobrino TV says can't help but wonder if the pit boss aka John is behind this.
Can you let me one recommend pick up Bobby line to the jail?
I don't make that many.
Ajax says it's rigged.
Wasn't me.
TH Minaji says I see where that is John.
Yeah, I saw it too. If it escalates, we'll be ready. Also, I have it in my address book now.
416 says -1.
So if it escalates, I do that so I can put the address in my previous destination so we can go there pretty quick if we need to.
Hayjack says Dasher has the wheel in his favor. Trevor Watts 596 says John, is there snacks in the trunk?
There should be snacks back there, yes.
Good.
I need to show you an route to Weeping Willow instead of 53. Yeah, you're going to pull you for another call.
Good.
4023 morning death. 4023 morning death. However, advising that her husband is having a mental episode. He has not been taking his meds. He's hallucinating. He's accusing the caller of physical activities.
What? Morning Dove? Where's that at?
Where do you want to go?
Morning Dove.
I didn't find any matching places.
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't.
54, 54. Do you need me around for any of those calls?
If you're using around 53.
Big Dave BCTX says Morning Dove, Alvin.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Live Life for Fun 20 says Sexall.
For information, I had a 911 call from a toddler at 101 Preston Street, Unit C. I talked to the father. He said toddler was watching YouTube videos. No, 911.
Richard Jr. L. Bill
Background
Roper
noise.
Cyclone says share.
Kids
Live
laughing.
Life for Fun
Father
20
says
says
everything's
gotta love
okay.
dispatch.
Alright, so now the toddlers are calling the
That's
cops.
clear.
He's watching a YouTube video. Wonder if he's watching me.
Cupcakes 1994 says I miss y'all.
Hey, Cupcakes, how are you? You're on days now, so you're all tired at night.
Cupcakes 1994 says pretty good. Chiquita 3K says hey hey John and everyone.
Hey.
Hey Jack says howdy sir.
Howdy.
55, 55. For information, EMS will be staging for this call. He is
Cupcakes
also a
1994
diabetic.
says, oh yeah, about to
She's
knock
advising that
out.
when
Karaoke
his
tomorrow
sugar
though.
levels get very high, he acts like
Pastor. Very clear.
See? I talked to the father. He said toddler was watching YouTube videos. No, 911. Background noise, kids laughing. Father says everything's okay.
Sure, it's fine.
That's clear.
Think he's going to show up and give the kid some stickers? If he gives them stickers, the kid will call 911 every time just to get some stickers. It's yellow. Let's stop.
Dashing Dasher TX says they will still show up.
Yeah, they're going to. Definitely.
7504.
Big Dave BCTX says probably some super strong advice.
Strongly worded advice.
10 checks clear. I'll be in route to that call.
What's that drone doing over there? Looks like a
Live
drone.
Life 4 Fun 20 says, John, we need more channel points. Vegas_local says we need John stickers for John fans.
Hi guys.
Chiquita 3K says cheer 1000.
Daphne, thank
Screen
you.
Elements says Chiquita 3K just cheered 1000 bits.
Daphne with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much.
Hey Jack says yeah. I can smell John's brain working now for stickers. Hammy 9588 says babe. Could you imagine film 50 stickers on the back of cars instead of blue line flags?
That
would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
271 says hello John, Pam, and Trunkies.
Hello.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says you gotta add scanner charge check, flashlight charge check, gas check, and window wash please.
7504.
Chiquita 3K says much love to you.
Post Patrol 10
Dirty
checks
College
clear. I'll be in route
says
to
hi
that call.
John. Hey Jack says that's what I am screaming.
Import.
All right, let's see if Angleton is showing off their new trucks again tonight.
Chiquita 3K says babe at Pammy 9588 I meant babe law. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says John, can you add that to the channel points?
Can? All right, so last night, these lights are blinking again tonight. Last night they were
Dashing Dasher
making a lot of
TX
stops.
says I can see it now. John in Cordy pose saying film 50 on a sticker. It'll sell like hotcakes at Waffle House.
So last night they were pulling people over for not coming to a complete stop right here. So I think this is a good stop. I'm going to proceed. See if they're hiding out. I prefer the red blinking lights, man.
20 traffic.
Country Boy 23123 says John Hayjack got the fire extinguisher out again.
Frank,
Oh, man.
1776, William Boy Frank, 1776, Greg Buick, stand by for stop, we're still rolling.
Still rolling in Clute.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says 10-second rule John. Whipped Up Wishes says hey everyone.
Hey.
Hey Jack says Pammy. Country boy is tattling again. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says in the driver book it's 5 seconds.
Oh, 5 seconds. Gotcha.
Chiquita 3K says last night I fell asleep before you got off. I knew I was going to. I had to get up and go to the doctor's in the morning today.
Ah. Man, I just did it for 5 seconds, and it seemed like an eternity, honestly. That was horrible. I mean, I always do it for 5 seconds. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say I always stop for 5 seconds.
605 Missouri.
I'm put the top down, guys. It might get a little windy.
Okay.
It's getting hot and stuffy in here.
7504.
Gamerage_zone says that's what she said, lol. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says we can do 3 seconds just to make sure the police aren't around.
That's clear.
That's clear.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says John, good trip of the day, you ready? Mark the Mad Shark says I got a KX85 at age 10 back in 1999, my first ever green Kawasaki motorbike, and going 70 miles per hour that young is quite a thing. Anyway, I bought it again today, a refurbished one from 1999, the exact same one I originally had. Good times.
Oh.
Hey Jack says we need an extinguisher emote. 12th Manaji says 3.
What was that unit number?
It was C as in Charles.
Live Life 4 Fun 20
That's
says
fair.
you can do something illegal every day as long as you don't get caught, John.
I prefer to be a law-abiding citizen. I'm a complete statist. When I first started cop watching, and they really didn't know who I was, right? I would come over here, sit at the windmill.
Chiquita 3K says sure thing.
So they didn't know who I was at the time. So I would come over here and sit at this windmill. And the reason is I could watch over there. And then right behind me, I could look in my rear view mirror and I could see the police department. I spent hours at this windmill by myself.
I'm good.
And now I'm at the windmill with all of you guys, so. Everybody get out and stretch.
Hey Jack says I ain't got time for all that listening bussiness.
Yeah, because the way I used to do it is just go out, record one stop, and then upload the video.
Check a deal.
Now I just run live the whole time.
Texas 17257221. Short turn to Dustin Beeman. Clear.
But this is
Joanne 8775 says nobody get out.
You can just
It's a trap, LMAO. Wax Hustler 80 says do not get out. It's a trap.
I'm good.
Do you have any 3 still need mental health or out?
You can keep them out for now.
Stream Elements says
he's having
Beetle Boy
some sort of
69 just subscribed.
Thank you.
Stream Elements says Thomas _ Decker
blood
just
sugar or
subscribed.
using
Thank you so much.
Stream Elements
yesterday.
says Frezit just subscribed. Stream Elements says Yoda Fortuna just subscribed. Stream Elements says Wawa Cantu just subscribed.
Thank you so much. Somebody
Live Life
gifted
4
some
Fun
subs.
20 says John, it'll take that gas price.
Give me a call.
Richard Jr. L. Goat Roper Cyclone says blowing up. Kyle Lundmark says hello from Ashland, Wisconsin.
Hello to you.
Doprino TV says found out I have white blood cells and some sort of infection in my kidneys today, which is why my legs got all screwed up and couldn't walk. Pretty whack. Hammy 9588 says the bread pusher. Thanks.
Thank you, bread
Vegas
pusher.
_locals says party 1000.
With the
Stream
1,000
Elements
bits.
says
Thank you.
Vegas _locals just cheered 1000 bits.
Vegas.
Live Life 4 Fun 20
Thank
says
you.
2.79 a gallon. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says here in Vermont it's 3.00.
Thank you so much. Bread pusher.
Vegas _locals
Vegas.
says hype train.
Yes, let's go, guys.
53.
Thank you for watching.
Dustin Beeman, clear all the way.
Bama Roll Tide 66 says damn slots.
All right, everybody back in.
I'm clear.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says beep beep fan. Doprino TV says my bad, that was a terrible time to drop bad news, ha ha ha. Chiquita 3K says everybody run. The bread pusher says cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100. Jennifer 31791 says damn John, you didn't give us time.
Thank you for
Stream
the
Elements says the bread pusher just cheered 500 bits.
bread pusher with 500 bits. Thank you so much.
Strawberry says that voice is annoying.
Okay.
Oh, that's the only way I can read the chat and drive at the same time.
Angie 416 says I lost my sub Daniel.
That's the only way I can listen to the chat and drive at the same time. When we get on scene, the voices do go off, so that we can capture the audio
Ajax
and
says
video.
the Frio River is expected to reach its highest level in over 2 decades.
Oh boy. Again. Yeah, there's no way. It wouldn't be safe for anybody if I was driving around reading the chat. So this is what I came up with. How many people do you guys see doing this that actually are reading the chat and driving down the road? Like, I cringe every time I see that. I cringe when I see that. It's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, that's clear.
It's just like I'm having a hands-free.
Strawberry says it's all good.
7504.
Ryan 152,793 says John Gray, take us to the gym so we can work at.
Extra 20.
Like on purpose?
Get back in information.
Vegas _locals says Shola 500.
Thank
Stream
you.
Elements says Vegas _locals just cheered 500 bits.
With the 500 bits,
Dashing
thank
Dasher
you.
TX says hey, I've only hit 3 traffic cones, so shish. Boba Fett 271 says you could make it a sexy lady's voice.
I could change the voice, yeah.
Ryan 152,793 says workout.
Workout, yeah. Like on purpose? Like, the only time I run is if like a bear's behind me or something. We gotta do a U-turn here, guys. Alright, I gotta do a U-turn. I see 2 cops up there. This light takes forever, so we'll be waiting.
27 info on the nose, please. 5581 out of jail.
Hammy 9588 says can't change it to my voice. That would be weird. Lol. RTK 1414 says you aren't supposed to run from a bear, haha.
7504.
Oh,
Ryan-esque5 says hey, I just saw you in the Kroger parking lot.
thank you.
Ryan 152,793 says no John, we can lift weights, lol. Boba Fett 271 says don't run from a bear, it doesn't end well.
That's not good, okay. Note to self. I hopefully this light changes, we can record the stop that's right behind us.
4 hour 15.
It's not going to change for like 20 minutes though, so. Can you do a U-turn right here? Does anybody know? It doesn't say no U-turn. The question is, do I have enough room to do a U-turn?
Chiquita 3K says cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Elements says Chiquita 3K just cheered 5 bits. Ryan 152,793 says John run the light.
No way, I'm a law-abiding citizen. All right, where do we got parking?
Joanne 8,775 says let's try it, John.
I did.
Wentz
It was
underscore
successful.
991 says yes, we do it all the time to go to Dairy Queen.
All right, I don't know where I'm going to park on this one, guys. I see a spot. I think I see a spot. We'll park at this church over here.
No, 41, call me.
No, been found on that. Carless subject, insurance confirmed on 09 Buick.
Clear.
Lulone 1418 says don't do it in Angleton. Dashing Dasher TX says it's not illegal unless you get caught. Lulone 1418 says LMAO. Strawberry says we can get the voice to say anything law.
EMS has an EPA of 6 months.
Register, thank you.
He rolled his window up. Not a John fan, guys. He's not a John fan. Oh. That's nice. There's not a snake behind me. How you doing? Where's your fancy truck?
Huh?
Where's your fancy truck?
I wrecked it.
No, you didn't. It's a warning, everyone. All right, nobody's moving. All right. All right, you guys can talk now.
Hilmacoker says he was friendly.
He's friendly. Guys, put it in the chat.
Ryan 152,793 says you look like you, John.
You look like me. Guys, put it in the chat.
Will
Put it in
Ben
the chat,
15 says always film 50.
All right, guys. What about the parking? I'm saying 3. I gave myself 1 for creativity.
Itchard says, hey John, how's it going tonight?
Wonderful. I gave myself
271 says I'm in my phone. I waved back at the cop. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, John, you didn't see the snake. It was a Cooperhead.
Was it really? Was there really a snake? Was there really a snake? Don't tell me
Live
that.
Life 4 Fun 20 says they blend in. Itchard says always film 50. Ryan 152,793 says the guy that was stopped. Trevor Watts 596 says 9 parking. Cody Scarber 1 says 10. Winter Willow says -0 on the parking.
What?
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says yes.
You forgot the
Ryan
2 points.
152,793 says you're prancing 10,000. Ryan 152,793 says yes. Will Donnellan says always film 50.
Always.
Cody Scarber 1 says yes. Ilsa Vargas says film 50. Strawberry says it crawled in the car.
Oh boy.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says Chad all seen that Copperhead right. Dashing Dasher TX says we're going to start the auction soon. John show more leg, more money. Bidding starts at $1.
Oh boy.
Do I hear $1?
Dang it.
Will Donnellan says good night, got to go to sleep.
Good night.
Will
See you
Donnellan
later.
says 12.
Oh, $12. All right.
Ryan 152,793 says do a burnout.
No, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I would never do that.
Strawberry says $2.
$2. Dang. Tough crowd.
Ryan 152,793 says 100,000.
Dang, okay. All right, that's more like it. You guys are getting closer to my price. I mean, $20 is $20, though.
Itchard says LMAO.
That is an ambulance up there. Guys, we are not ambulance chasers. I believe it's an ambulance. We'll see. We'll slow down a little bit. See. We're definitely not ambulance chasers.
Dashing Dasher TX says I think he meant that in Penny's John.
Oh.
4 in for Tudor Browns. Check clear. I'll be out of with you now.
Yeah, that is an ambulance over there.
That's good.
Trevor Watts 596 says go chase that ambulance.
We're definitely not ambulance chasers. Yeah, I messed up. I accidentally typed off scene instead of on scene. So then I turned all the silly stuff back on. And I finally got it right. I should have just left it alone and left it up to the
Boba Fett
mods.
271 says ambulance chaser were on scene. Ryan 152,793 says John, you better not be speeding the cop behind you.
Yeah, no, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Of course I wouldn't be.
Mark the Mad Shark says John, I'm obviously known for eating superfoods, but I've had 2 Domino's, a McDonald's and a Chinese in the last day. Do I need help? Haha. Pammy 9588 says law. I had already did it.
Yeah, I messed
Ryan
everything
152,793 says we need to start chase Repo Man.
up. Hell no, they may be coming after me soon, so I'm gonna let the Repo Man make it, just in case. I'm not gonna make
Dashing Dasher TX says I've seen John get a ticket for going 25 in a 45. I think we're good.
I think we're good, yes.
Well, she didn't check in. You were covered by the fire channel.
55, you're clear up there along.
William Mortensen says John win award for good citizen.
Oh, they would never give that to me. I'm way too controversial. Most of, like, there's probably 40% of the county that absolutely despises
RTK
me.
1414 says -4.
Yeah, there's probably about 40 to 50% of the county absolutely despises me. They got Facebook groups.
Ryan 152,793 says the Repo Man is about to hook your car from behind.
So they got Facebook groups that have me blocked and sit around and talk shit about me all the time. Not all the time. I mean, I'm not there, so I don't know, but I hear about them. Like, if you're from the area, in BC Updates, if you mention my name, automatic block. They're never going to give me like a Citizen of the Year award. Do I think I deserve it? Nah, I'm just a guy holding the phone. I don't see anyone else out there passing out bike lights, just saying.
I'll be rolling tonight, Junior Rider #1. I'm in service.
Hey, your traffic. Hey, you're back in service?
Ryan 152,793 says John let go kick the people ass that talking shit about you just kinding.
Nah.
That page girl 3 says hey John, Pam and Trunkies.
No, I'm a peaceful person.
Little _ unit says why do you care so much what other people think?
Oh, I really don't.
Who cares?
I really don't care. I was just explaining why I'm not
You're
going to
writing
win
really
that award.
minute.
Like, seriously, if I cared, I would have quit like my second week of doing
We're
this.
back in service.
Like, I don't care. And notice I didn't even use the words I don't care, because people that don't care don't even take the time to say they don't care. That's a surefire way of knowing that someone cares if they say I don't care. If they don't even take the time, that's when you know they don't care.
Junior Rider #1. I'm in service.
Ryan 152,793 says John liked to piss off the officers. William Mortensen says we care. Vegas _local says I feel like the only way they could truly hate you is to not understand your backstory if they know and still have no empathy for what you do. They are just bad people. Little _ unit says yes, but you always take the time to mention law. Just keep doing you.
No, I
KYMT88 says good morning all.
I absolutely just keep doing me. Oh, it just got... It's supposed to rain. It just got a little cooler.
Itchard says staying silent about that crap is the better option anyway, honestly. Triggers them more.
Right.
95, that's fine.
They can make their own anti-John page and see if they can get as many people to watch.
Is that anyone?
Keys in the hard copies of jail.
30 with 2.
10-4.
.463 traffic.
Itchard says True probably wouldn't even get a viewership. 12TH Minaji says John earlier the scanner was going off.
648 on Cannon in Lake Road.
3432, Tom Springs Sam, 3432. Gonna be on Dogwood and Willow on a white Lexus.
Strawberry says what happened to the other 2 guys that used to audit the cops in that area. Little__unit says it's always easy to sit back and be a keyboard warrior. At least you're doing something for your cause. Ryan 152,793 says John, can we get a hell yeah brother?
Hell yeah, brother. I don't know anybody around here that does it in Brazoria County. I think we should have
KYMT88 says good morning John and Trunkies, have you had many calls?
not really. I think we've done one traffic stop, honestly. But I don't control the content. I just document what I can get to.
.454 traffic.
454.
Tom Springs Sam, 3432. Tom Springs Sam, 3432. Gonna be on Dogwood and Willow on a white Lexus.
Stream Elements says AW Soccer 21 just subscribed for 3 months in a row.
AW Soccer with the subscription. Thank you so much.
Itchard says hope everyone is having a great night. Pammy 9588 says someone asked about one of John's videos, so I posted a link and was banned. Haha.
Yep, you got banned. And then they also banned family members too. At one point they went down my entire friends list and banned everybody. It should be a little harder now because I have like 5,000 friends or something. That's all right. We just keep on going, guys.
Ajax says yeah. They can't ban us all.
That Jack in Box was buzzing like the Burger King in Clute. This is the only way to cop watch in Angleton, really. I think I've told you guys that every night, but it's true.
Bobafett 271 says we are banned in the USA. Yeah, we are banned in the USA.
All right, Bruce Springsteen. do one more loop around here.
Little underscore underscore unit says, I don't think I've heard anyone ask, what did you have for supper, John? Ryan 152,793 says, happy birthday, John.
Thanks. Just go with it, even though it's not my birthday. I don't remember what I had. I think I had a big lunch. I don't think I ate dinner.
Pammy 9,588 says he had leftovers. Pammy 9,588 says, lol, you crack me up, babe.
I can't remember what I had.
KYMT88 says 8. Ryan 152,793 says, John, what do you want for your birthday?
Oh, world peace.
Little underscore underscore unit says, that's very Miss America if you.
That's a good stop.
You put the motion plan on hold for truck stop.
Uh-oh.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, John won first place in the Miss America pageant.
Oh boy.
Victor Zebra Victor 4700, Victor Zebra Victor 4700, Gray Nissan, be it Cycleworks.
Cycleworks? That's in Clute.
Victor Zebra Victor 4700, Victor Zebra Victor
12TH Minaji says, did they ever fix that fire hydrant in Angleton where the car crashed into it, John?
Yeah, we went back a month after and it was fixed.
Justifiable 97 says, I see lights. Little underscore underscore unit says, John does have pretty nice legs. Sorry, Pam, my. Stein of 8SNZ says, from New Zealand, hi everyone, and hi to our streamer.
Hello to you.
Boba Fett 271 says, lights in front of you.
Yeah, that's an
Little
ambulance.
underscore underscore unit says, Sammy. Darn autocorrect. Jaden Morgan underscore says, have you ever been to a stop where firearms were drawn or used?
Yes.
I am the man says, wash your fluid, John.
Okay. That is an ambulance call, and we're not ambulance chasers, so...
Hey, hold on for that. 25 with me at Bucky's. Or Bradsport.
25, let's meet at Bucky's and Bradsport. That's in Freeport. Yes, I have.
Sorry, insurance so far.
Over.
Let's go.
Sorry, no.
Boba Fett 271 says that was an uneventful ambulance call.
That's right. There was only an ambulance too. There wasn't any cops there, so. I think it'd be a horrible PR move to be an ambulance chaser. But I will record an ambulance if there's cops involved. So I'll record right in the back of the ambulance if there's a cop in there.
Good.
That's gonna happen twice, guys, just so you know. I'll turn it down for the headphone people.
Diabetic attack. It's going to be at 1618 at North Avenue J. 1618 at North Avenue J.
Justifiable 97 says nope, website isn't a command yet lol.
Dang it. Forgot again.
November 23, November 25, Rodriguez, Underwood, Taxi, clear now. Be at 1618 at North Avenue J. 1618 at North Avenue.
Pammy 9588 says bc-scanner.com.
2232.
Jamie Nicole B says why is there only like 5 people popping up to duel when there's 50 in chat?
I'm not sure.
Little _ unit says I think you forgot your OnlyFans link on that site.
I'll add it tomorrow.
Trying to show me tonight with a warning back in her up.
Shaggy Stoner 4994 says always tomorrow. Steinov 8SNZ says doesn't know how this works the duel sorry.
I did make a TikTok video about it. Does that count?
Jamie Nicole B says Twitchers come over for a sec. Steinov 8SNZ says oh I am not on TikTok.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of lives on TikTok, but just got to the point I can't do my stream there anymore.
KYMT88 says PPL on Twitch come over we need to fight law. Wax Hustler 80 says I'm quiet because I'm watching the video on Officer Dever going on the Brady list.
I saw that.
Little__ unit says what's happening with Justin's trial? Do you have to go to Houston anymore?
No, we're just waiting on a verdict now. The next couple of weeks, he should have a verdict.
Turkinator says remember to listen to the cops, bud. Justifiable 97 says lives quite tonight lol kinda weird.
We don't toss around the Q word.
Justifiable 97 says I meant Chad lol. Chiquita 3K says cheer 95.
Thank you.
Stream Elements says Chiquita 3K just cheered 95 bits.
With the 95 bits. Thank you so much, Daphne.
Dashing Dasher TX says 11. KYMT 88 says 11. Trevor Watts 596 says quite quiet. KYMT 88 says we need people to come over here to battle. Chiquita 3K says you're welcome, John.
1.6 East Base, 1.6 East Base respond. That's a Beaumont Hotel 202. Third party trauma is going to Memorial Home in the Woodlands, Hotel 136.
Justifiable 97 says I like Twitch better, I'll stay here, haha. Bandmom 2024 says we don't say the Q word, guys.
So I spoke with the people in the pool. So Lieutenant advised that it's on the visit go.
Trevor Watts 596 says isn't Harvey court date tomorrow, John?
August. They moved it to August.
Chiquita 3K says UGHHH I got the hiccups.
Some nights I get the hiccups on stream. Luckily you guys never notice. Pam notices.
Wax Hustler 80 says I want to watch the movie A Body in the Snow. TH Trial of Karen Red but don't want to pay the $47 to watch it. Lol.
$7?
Ryan 152,793 says John, where are we going?
We're gonna go back to the Clute area. Stage. So we could be in Clute, Lake Jackson, and Freeport fairly quickly.
Justifiable 97 says John, you watched the new Medea movie yet?
I have not. The Lake Jackson ghost movie? Or the Karen Reed movie? I've not seen this.
Wax Hustler 80 says it's on HBO Max and I don't have that channel.
I haven't watched any of those documentaries.
It's 416. Mark the Mad Shark says Happy Gilmore 2 after 30 years, is it worth the wait?
12th Minaji says, John, let's go the Lake Jackson Ghosts.
Okay.
Countryboy 23123 says always film 50.
Always.
KYMT88 says, have you had any calls, John? Claston 72 says, hello John, how are you doing tonight,
Hello
sir?
to you. I'm doing wonderful.
7342 Lavo Drive. Check on that Carrie Fish.
Yeah,
I was on the phone with her, and all he knows is she said to call 911. Not sure what's going on, or if she needed an ambulance, or what it was.
we did have a traffic stop.
Live Life 4 Fun 20 says, BRB John.
All right.
Stream Elements says, thank you for following Stein of 8SNZ.
Thank you for the follow.
KYMT88 says, so it's been uneventful then.
Ooh, I didn't like to toss that word around, definitely. Last time I said that, you guys went flying.
Show me 10-8.
Okay.
So report, if you would, put that call back in holding, please.
Okay.
Is that Miller?
Genold says, did I miss anything?
Nope.
11, show me 10-8. So report, if you would, put that call back in holding, please. Everything's
Wax Hustler 80 says, light.
10-4.
$7504, I'm 10-8.
Everything's clear.
Careful.
Mark the Mad Shark says, what do you call someone with a condom on their nose? Fuck nose. KYMT88 says 40.
4 on board, 1 plus 52, 2049 to Memphis Moment.
1.6 listen for Hotel Joe Chief.
KYMT88 says we need Dasher to do Dasher shit lol for enter.
Don't summon him. Speak his name, he will appear.
Wax Hustler 80 says we called it giddy goddamn lol. Trevor Watts 596 says here Dasher Dasher Dasher. KYMT88 says that's what we need lol x he will fetch the Diddy oil lol. Mom 2024 says, is that like when you say Candyman, if you say it so many times he appears in the mirror John lol.
Yeah, that's...
Dashing Dasher TX says, hey John, if an illegal immigrant and Diddy got into a fight, would that be called Alien versus Predator? Wax Hustler 80 says, I knew you'd get that mark.
See?
For a 58-year-old male.
See, y'all summoned him. Y'all said his name.
Having chest pains, back pains, and a hard time breathing. He's also unsure of the exact...
Little _ unit says, what's the candy man?
Sorry, guys.
North Avenue J.
Little _ unit says a movie. KYMT88 says PMSL Dasher.
58-year-old male.
5412
blood pressure. He's unable to get out of bed, having chest pains, back pains, and a hard time breathing. He's also unsure of the exact apartment number.
Trevor Watts 596 says, hey Dasher, we need you to scare John again.
Nope.
City call for sound report out at 2249.
GCS of 3 sedated, 100 over 78 for blood pressure, heart rate 62, respiratory rate 16, ventilated 99%. You have
Dashing Dasher TX says, Dasher has been summoned and on the way to fuck up John's night.
ED, cardiac 2, going to Memorial Home in the Woodlands. Neuro ICU, room is pending. Now copy.
6 receive.
KYMT88 says, haha Dasher, we all call for your antiques.
Man, Dasher, they're after your antiques. Be careful, man. Cover your antiques.
There's one.
13,004.
Temporary tag 8228, Sam 83, 8228, Sam 83.
Dashing Dasher TX says the Dasher signal has been illuminated. Time to do Dasher shit.
We're waiting contact the apartment manager to try to get an apartment number. They advised that when you turn left in the complex, take another left. It's going to be the second door left on the bottom.
MRN 150379.
Thank you.
KYMT88 says ha ha ha.
We're waiting contact with the apartment manager to try to get an apartment number. They advised that when you turn left in the complex, take another left. It's going to be the second door left on the bottom.
As received, thank you.
The homeless Nana says, is it C notes shift again? Ryan 152793 says, is that a cop in front of us?
Nope.
KYMT88 says Dasher and his antics are called for.
Attention West Crisis EMS, attention West Crisis EMS. You're needed at 7342 Live Oak Drive in Jones Creek. 7342 Live Oak Drive in Jones Creek for a 50-year-old female with head pain and high heart rate.
Okay, received. Head pain and a high heart.
The homeless Nana says, did you say yes C notes or no?
No, it's not C notes.
That's clear, that's correct. I was told head pain and high heart rate.
Okay, simple.
Let's go check out Lake Jackson, see what they're doing. They probably miss us.
The homeless Nana says, what's up trunkies? How is everyone?
What's up?
Little __ unit says high hard makes for a headache their dispatcher, not rocket science. Dashing Dasher TX says yes. Come to Lake Jackson antics or afoot.
Renegade is clear.
Bayou Preppers 1 says my face hurts, can't wait to get this tooth pulled. Ryan 152793 says, which one is the country does the real nice office work for, the one you recorded 3 of his stop in a row?
I don't remember. Was that in Clute? Might have been Jones. I forgot about my tea. They're fine.
Wax Hustler 80 says I got a pliers if you need help getting it pulled faster LOL. Ryan 152,793 says I believe Clute.
Yeah, Officer Jones.
Justifiable says fresh meat go ahead everyone take a turn beating my ass lol. KYMT 88 says 15. Angie 416 says 15. Wax Hustler 80 says question John. What do you remember lol you forgot dinner and tea?
That's right.
Michelle 210 says hello family.
Hello?
Ryan 152,793 says John want kind of tea or you drink twisted tea?
No, sweet tea. Just regular sweet tea. From Buc-ee's.
Little __ unit says John has streamer dementia. We don't discriminate.
That's right.
The Sheila filters in the notes is the one requesting the public service in reference to the suspicious people. The suspicious people are the ones trying to possibly website.
Doperino TV says imagine following cops drinking twisted teas behind the wheel ha ha ha.
Yeah, there was one person that did that one time. Oh my lord. There was one person that did that. Me and Justin
Ryan
were just
152,793 says let go to the Sarah Buc-ee's.
There was a person that did that. I don't want to get any controversy, but it was bad. It was so bad. They were running around drunk as shit, recording cops. It was so bad.
Ad 101 says chat please be on your best behavior I just walked into Buc-ee's. Little __ unit says what alcohol goes with tea? I can't even imagine. Doperino TV says that's insane lol.
Yeah,
Kim Turner 88 says hey all Twitchers.
It didn't turn out good for him.
So what is your complaint? You're gonna walk off the
Ryan 152,793 says did they get arrested?
Yes.
Justifiable says twisted teas are nasty lol.
Yeah, needless to say, yes, they did.
Doperino TV says Buddy wasn't getting enough content so became the content ha ha ha.
It was actually a female.
Vegas _ local says a film 50 wasted but it was downtown Vegas and I wasn't driving. You can get away with that here.
Yeah, no, it was a female. Believe it or not.
And the 342 circle the hospital for the first call.
Wax Hustler 80 says I wasn't discriminating just being a smart ass. Doperino TV says off the White Claws looking for the wild laws you know what I am saying. Ad 101 says I was riding my red bike drinking twisted teas haha.
Off the White Claws looking for... You got me nerd laughing.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's fine.
Ryan 152,793 says John let drag rang Officer Jones.
I don't think he's working.
Dobrino TV says probably was her stream title TBH, haha.
Disregard. Here's it.
I'm not trying to get in any controversy with any other YouTubers, so I shall not name the channel. It's actually kind of funny.
Ad 101 says John Gray will have twisted tea at the reception.
One patient with
2 David, 808, PCS lobby, 1042. 808, clear.
Ryan 152,793 says John, let's see how fast we can get the car up to.
Nope.
12th Manaji says John, you missed filming the chase in Pearland yesterday by the gas station off F35 by the high school. Dobrino TV says you ever been to a call where a cop was drunk on duty?
No, I've not. So close enough came, I saw a
Ad
sleep
101
on
says Pammy, today is the last day the wedding dresses are on sale.
Oh boy. No, I've never seen a drunk cop, allegedly. I have seen a sleeping cop. Were they sleeping because they're drunk? I don't know, I have questions.
Wax Hustler 80 says I'm getting sleepy. Dobrino TV says I love those videos on YouTube. That Page Girl 3 says I feel like all of us kickers have a gambling problem.
Maybe. Maybe.
Chiquita 3K says suspicious. Michelle 210 says I have and it was our chief lol. Jay Maple says that turned out fun in Surfside with the sleeping cop.
Yeah, but you tried to arrest us the next day? Oh man, you don't have to leave because I'm here.
"12th Manaji says Pearland is very quiet right now, John. Ryan 152,793 says John, how fast can you run?
I think I'm pretty fast. Who knows, I might be delusional. I used to be pretty fast. I'll say that. But that was a lot of years and a lot of Marlboros ago.
Michelle 210 says I also quit after he would sexually harassing me on a daily.
Oh.
Ryan 152,793 says can we see? Trevor Watts 596 says very fast if he sees a snake.
That's right.
Wax Hustler 80 says he can't remember how fast he can run lol.
Stop it.
Dobrino TV says pull up to my apartment, John, we can foot race, winner gets your Camaro. Chiquita 3K says always remember if it's an alligator zigzag when you run.
First turn, including this first turn. Union route to 215 Stratton Ridge, Pecan Forest, trailer 23 for a 52-year-old now, not feeling well, complaining that he can't
Lots of sick calls
walk.
tonight.
He has had internal bleeding in the past. 23 years.
Sometimes we lag right here, guys, so.
Little __ unit says I have always heard of Pearland. Is it far from where you are?
Not far, about 30 minutes.
Dashing Dasher TX says no, if John sees a snake there is more jumping and girl screaming than running
Yeah,
wild.
I already admitted that.
J Maples says come on John, let's make one of those videos where you show your significant other your full speed run.
Oh boy. Alright, everybody be cool. The cops are behind us, guys. Everybody
Ryan
be cool.
152,793 says John all reminds before you get out you put the car in park and turn it off.
Alright guys, everybody be cool. The cops are behind us. This is in the reverse order. I'm supposed to be behind them.
Well, they're about to turn the music off in the night show tonight.
Kim Turner 88 says country boy keep those fingers to yourself law. Chiquita 3K says northern one behind the wheel we're just hiding out in the trunk we could jump up and down if you want.
No, everybody be cool.
Ryan 152,793 says he would call the cop to have go rescue you. Let's flip the cops off.
Alright, we're good.
J Maple says 55. Little _ unit says how many years have you smoked for John?
Too many.
Ryan 152,793 says they going to light you up.
Nope.
Dashing Dasher TX says throwing Shaggy and live life 420 out now.
Yes, that's a
We
good
saw
idea.
nothing. Wax
Yeah,
Hustler
throw 'em
80
out.
says pop the tail light out and spray the fire extinguisher at the Popo Lol. Chiquita 3K says and there he goes.
Yeah.
Cody Scarber 1 says I'm mooning the cop.
Uh-oh. Yeah, throwing Shaggy. Alright. Proceed as normal now.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Niklot.
Thank you for the follow, Niklot. Appreciate you.
Dashing Dasher TX says Shaggy is rolling one while rolling.
Uh-oh. Of course he is. Yeah, if Shaggy asks you to hold something, don't hold it, just so you know. Yeah, don't hold it.
Ryan 152,793 says next stop can you have to 50 hold your phone we got a surprise for you John. Chiquita 3K says hey yes.
I have done that before. I did it one time until a cop dropped it and then stomped on it when they asked him to hold it. And that's the last time I quit playing that game. That was in Louisiana.
Dashing Dasher TX says don't hold it, stuff it in the trunk. Shaggy Stoner 4994 says I would tell them to eat this, not hold anything. Chiquita 3K says OMG.
Good. I had a 911 hang up from 132 West Texaco Avenue. Can I get you en route to make sure everything is in that area?
Little _ unit says is it true in Texas they are banning all vape products?
They're getting pretty close to it, unless it's made in America.
Kim Turner 88 says John is the only person I know who tells cops not to park in that spot lol and shish to another cop.
I had a 911 hang up from 132 West Texaco Avenue. Can I get you en route to make sure everything is in that area?
And the toddlers are on the phone tonight.
That's clear.
That's in West Columbia, by the way, guys. Yeah, pretty apparently that snuck in
Dashing
under the radar.
Dasher TX says cops in Louisiana are just dicks. Plain and
Absolutely.
simple.
Yeah, they're bad. They're so bad. Like, the people are bad, the cops are bad, and no one cares. I used to go to New Orleans, like, at least once a month to record cops. But no one cares, man. The people are bad, the cops are bad. No one seems to give a shit. It seems to work for them up there. I don't know how, but like when I was filming on Bourbon Street, every single call I would go to, the person was already laid out on the ground. Every time. Like people just walk around. I used to go to New Orleans once a month.
Chiquita 3K says, yes, I heard New Orleans is real bad.
It's so bad.
Little _ unit says New Orleans is wild.
We need to do that again, huh? It's been a while. I need to see how New Orleans passed the 25-foot law. And I don't know if it was ruled unconstitutional yet or not. I got to check on that. Does anybody know? Anyone from New Orleans? It's like
Dashing Dasher TX says small town cops in Louisiana are worse.
Man, they arrested me and then drove me 70 miles away and dropped me off. I know. Does anybody know if...
Kim Turner 88 says absolutely when you're not so broke.
Yeah.
Open line. There's a male telling somebody to something.
Flex _ 991 says what's the 25 feet law?
Basically,
Wax Hustler 80 says I better go to bed. I gotta get up early for a few Zoom calls tomorrow. You all have a good night and be safe.
Have a good night. Thank you for coming.
Samantha 4,261,983 says hi.
Hi.
Little _ unit says open wide. Huh.
25. You can't record cops within 25 feet. Well, that's if they tell you to back up. You have to be 25 feet away.
Ryan 152,793 says, John, can we go to the gas station at Yellow Time?
At Yellow Time, yeah.
Broke up. Boyfriend is threatening to kill himself.
I'll show you back in. Apparently does have a unit en route. They're advising it was a motor assist in the city. The wrecker picked up a vehicle, took it to this location. Now the owner is refusing to pay, so they're not dropping the vehicle.
New York, daughter and boyfriend broke up.
991 says the law, officially known as House Bill 173, makes it a crime to knowingly approach within 25 feet of a law enforcement officer who is lawfully engaged in the execution of his official duties, after the officer has ordered the person to stop approaching or retreat. Little _ unit says what is the charge if you don't stay 25 feet away from?
Interference.
Chiquita 3K says that's not a good situation. Ryan 152,793 says where that call.
New York Street in Brazoria. I'm going to that call.
12TH Minaji says that call was in Pearland about the vehicle, John.
Yeah, there's the other call is in Brazoria.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, wow, that's a lot on the scanner.
Yep.
Public service back. She did cancel. Just heard from her daughter. The argument has been cleared. There's no more.
Ryan 152,793 says how far?
They just
Kim
canceled
Turner
it.
88 says wow, 3 at once.
Yeah. They canceled it. They said everything's fine. They're no longer arguing. So, where's the one in Pearland? What street? Oh man, there's no place to park here, guys. None whatsoever. No place to park. None.
D-Money 2025 says, what's up, happy birthday, John.
Hello.
Ryan 152,793 says, bro. 12TH Minaji says, not sure, John.
You on the northbound or southbound?
I don't know if I can pull this off. We'll have to walk back around.
Yeah, northbound, we're going to be on the off-ramp.
I can't park here. No way.
Okay.
Let's see. He's got her out of the car. Where's another spot to park? Nothing over here.
Bayou Preppers 1 says are doing some sketchy shit.
Yeah, I can't.
Once
there's no place
_
to park.
991 says a federal district court in Louisiana has blocked the state from enforcing a law that makes it a crime to approach within 25 feet of a law enforcement officer after being told to stay back,
I thought
concluding that the statute is unconstitutionally vague and allows for arbitrary and discriminatory enforcement.
Yes.
Chiquita 3K says I was just going to say I don't think that's a good spot.
Yeah, it's not a good spot.
J Maple says not a good spot, just my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely
Ilsa
not.
Vargas says no, it looks dangerous.
Nope, it's not a good spot. The best we can do is walk there. So it has been placed on hold. That's very good. I thought that it had been, there was some arguments over it. Let's walk there, guys, I guess, is all we can do.
3/4 you show clear of the hospital, back in service for the first out call.
We got nothing else, right? Let me bring everything.
Snicker_stream says run, run, run. J Maple says we do have our walking shoes on.
That's right. Oh, hell, I got to roll up my windows. Hold on.
Bayou Preppers 1 says we're doing some sketchy shit. Michelle 210 says 42. Little__unit says John is a professional.
Don't try this at home, that's right. All right, I need more cable. My mom gave me more cord than this.
Snicker_stream says you need a helicopter.
That's right.
At 1960 says that sushi has sashimi burrito. Bayou Preppers 1 says Wayne McKay says I don't think a police officer even needs a 25-foot rule. If they tell you to back away and you don't, there are a number of things they can arrest you for. Tony de Almeida 3 says hey, watch out with the snake in the grass, John.
I'm watching.
Ryan 152,793 says step back, Mr. Gray.
I wish I had a quarter for every time I heard that. Apparently I'm going the wrong way.
Ryan 152,793 says John is your off. Chiquita 3K says John you need to carry a skateboard in the car lol.
That's right, or a scooter. I would definitely fall off the skateboard though.
KYMT88 says you should sing Chur song while walking.
Yeah, a sidewalk is provided. I can walk any way I want to. It says where a sidewalk is not provided.
Ryan 152,793 says John is your car off.
Yes.
12TH Menaji says county has a chase John.
Really?
J Boogie 1620 says or put a bike holder for a bike.
Yeah. Where does county have a chase at?
Mustang Mike 9293 says now's a good time to sing walking on the right side of the road.
Right, but I have a sidewalk, so I can walk any way I want.
Ryan 152,793 says John, is it in park?
Yes, I think so. I don't think we're going to make it to this call.
12TH Menaji says yes, it's in Lake Jackson somewhere, John.
Okay, so these guys ought to pull off.
Chiquita 3K says hey brother, hope so, it's going to be rolling down the road.
It's gonna be rolling down this road.
152,793 says hope so. D-Money 2025 says run.
These guys, if there really is a chase, I don't know if they're on a search or a DUI stop, so.
Genold says need to put a scooter in your care for long walks lol.
Right? There's just no parking here. None. There's no place to pull off. The only option would be to park in the middle of the road, which would definitely be frowned upon. I hate stops in this area.
Ryan 152,793 says don't run to your car. 12th Menaji says 99 out of Freeport, but they took off running and LJ is going to check the woods. Michelle 210 says damn I'm out of breath. Richard Junia L. Goat Roper Cyclone says are there lots of nutria in South Texas ports. Snicker_stream says can't you call the cops for a ride?
Nope. I can get back quick, guys. Yeah, there's obviously not too much of a chase. I got one unit sitting there.
Genold says I don't think he'll make it back to the car. Whipped Up Wishes says fighters aren't working tonight.
I don't care. No, they're off scene. I'm off scene, so. Alright, it's county. I think they're all getting back to the car for the chase.
Jay Maple says when done here, let's see that fast run, John. Ryan 152,793 says can you hitchhike to your car?
Alright, we gotta get back. Alright, looks like they called another driver.
Michelle 210 says horrible place to have a stop.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's especially bad for me. One night, a drunk dude ran off in this stuff right here. It took them forever to get the vines and shit off his car.
1961 says run like the wind grasshopper.
It took him forever to get the vines off his car, so they get the car out.
Ryan 152,793 says now runner. Th Menaji says, do you think that they went to find the chase John?
I think so, yes. I'm gonna turn you guys down so we can hear the traffic.
Yes, sir. I was not for it. So for the car seat subject will be Christy.
Responding unit, county advised that the subject is showing to wanted out of Freeport.
Subject is wanted out of Freeport. Alright, Snakes, I'm coming through. Allegedly, you're more afraid of me than I'm of you.
What's the address?
Number 10 says, "Are fighters back on?"
Yeah, the fighters go off when we're on scene, guys. When we're on scene, the fighters go off. We don't need silly guys on the screen if someone needs our video for court.
Bug evidence dropped in locker 1. 23, what's your 20?
Wax Hustler 80 says, "Why does the YouTube stream run almost 2 minutes behind Twitch?"
Don't know.
Stream Elements says, "Thank you for following Crazy 5675675 FHRDV." Iceman says, "Parking 10." KYMT 88 says,
2705. Checking for warrants.
Clear.
Hear this traffic, even though we're late.
06.
The reference at stop 63 is en route 2-1, just took off running on him.
That must have been that stop.
45 is going to be Ida, Sam, Ida, David, Robert, Ocean. Last name's going to be Garcia, 0108 1976. 11, down there. Tell me report, she has what kind of vehicle she was in.
Sorry, so geotech secure.
She's not going to be in a vehicle. She's going to be near the apartment. I didn't inform her that officers are going to make contact with her.
Cool.
Same stop, John.
Huh?
The abbreviated version of
it was the same stop? That's what I thought.
on.
I think it was the same stop too.
I'm showing 99 out of Freeport.
Because it was county and Lake Jackson, right?
10-4. If you could notify Lake Jackson, have them start checking the area.
Yes, they're on the phone from now.
That was the stop we were on.
Is there earthy color shirt?
Has to be.
Get off back towards Post Oak.
Back towards Post Oak.
First out for Clute.
With Life 4 Fun 20 says I am back, John. 12TH Minaji says Bucky's parking lot, John. With Life 4 Fun 20 says check.
I gotta get that plantation.
Ion Margate
First
says
name's
Chuck
going to be Barry, boy Adam, Robert Young. Last name's going to be Burton, boy Ian, Robert, Tom, Ocean Laura, 0515.
I need that address, guys, and we're like an hour's behind. Who has that address where it said on plantation for that EMS call? Anybody?
Ryan 152,793 says is the 17 out of jail.
I'm not sure. Who has the call?
Sonny Wilkins says hi.
Who has the plantation call? Here it is.
12TH Minaji says Bucky's off of plantation.
Okay.
Attention Sweeney Fire Department, attention Sweeney Fire Department. I have a vehicle fire near 9407 FM 1459. 9407 FM 1459. No subject is in the vehicle. No injuries. Vehicle is off the roadway.
Missouri, you're on EMS.
Attention Sweeney Fire Department, attention Sweeney Fire Department. You're needed for a vehicle fire near 9407 FM 1459. Vehicle fire.
Sonny Wilkins says hi Pam 6.
FM 1459. Sweeney, no one's in the vehicle, no injuries.
Sonny Wilkins says hi Pammy. With Life 4 Fun 20 says how far are we, John?
Right around the corner. So I don't think they found him though. This guy's still looking. Look at this guy over here with his spotlights on.
You're out.
3603 Melrose. Claim that there's a male subject inside the residence trying to hurt her.
12TH Minaji says I do think that wax was the same call, John.
Still there.
Yeah, it was the same call. Had to be the same call. He's still looking over here. He just walked the same walk we did. They're still looking for this guy. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there. Maybe they have him staged? Shit, there is a trooper over there too, or county. Let's go this way. So we were on the right stop.
9300 block of 1459. Just south of Million Circle. Vehicle on fire. Fire equipment out.
Gamerage_zone says maybe deep in the woods. Why is he not going in woods or the bushes?
So yeah, they have not found him yet.
Snicker_stream says help him escape.
You guys, we saw the guy outside the car. Remember, then when we get there, we see no guy. Remember when the first time we came through, we saw him. right? And then we didn't see the guy when we walked over there. So that guy must have took off running.
7-Eleven is clear.
The subject is 99 on this agency for bodily injury, class A. I do have hard copies and
Matt 73 Boyd 73 says here guy hop in the trunk with us, we will help you get away. Luis Rodriguez says I see you. Quince_991 says what did I miss? Michelle 210 says yes he must have took off and you pasted him. Michelle 210 says pass.
Verbal only. He is leaving in a van. We're trying to get a better description.
Boy Mom 1921 says 0.
Clear.
Michelle 210 says 0. Look Up Wishes says 0. KYMT 88 says 0. Ilsa Vargas says and that's why the police car took off, maybe.
Clear.
Sonny Wilkins says hi John.
Hi.
Responding here, county advised the subject is showing to be wanted to work.
Hilmacoker says probably in all those bushes with the vines.
Curve right outside of Sweeney.
Somebody was like, John, there's a chase. I was like, damn it, right when I started walking over here. So I don't even, where am I at? There's not a lot of traffic on this road. I'm gonna sit right here.
Snicker_stream says I saw him behind that tree.
Yeah, I mean, you're up to the station.
So once they do find him, they're all gonna start hollering on the radio. So they also have a drone they can get out.
Respond 916 Tilbury, assist EMS, 68-year-old female, just stopped breathing.
Jay Maple says that was a lady outside of the car when we first passed them on exit ramp.
Was it a lady though?
Yes, I do.
There's a car coming behind me.
12TH Menaji says I know that county is at Bucky's off of Plantation John.
I know that, but they're not. That's not what. Okay, I understand that, but they're still looking for a guy. So I do understand that. They're waiting. They're waiting on EMS for somebody else.
KYMT88 says thought it was a man.
I got the old traffic and the new traffic playing, so we can kind of put all the pieces together. I need my map. How does this go? So I got the old traffic and the new traffic playing at the same time. See if we can't figure it out.
Snicker_stream says maybe it was a trans. Jay Maple says true John Law. They did have long hair is all I could see.
Yeah. All right, so they're still up there. All right, I got cops behind me, cops in front of me.
24, that's 104.
All right, this is Sycamore, should go all the way through.
Gino says so what happens if you run into him LOL.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Passing McAllister's coming up with the Tilbury. Or does he have any reason for doing
8549.
KYMT88 says we will stash him in boot.
Relocating the buggies. If you could go ahead and have him check by. He's complaining he can't breathe.
49, the wrecker's been en route for 10 to 15 minutes already.
That's clear. Which wrecker is it?
Meyer South.
That's clear. I never heard you advise. I already turned it over to her. Call him and put him back on top, please. That's clear, shows out.
Oh, no, clear right now. 96503.
Fine, so Joe text secure.
YOLO.
Yeah, they're good. They're going 10-8.
Hilmacoker says isn't the person vehicle there.
Let's see if this cop gives me a hard time about parking here. Nope, he drove by, so. I'll turn you guys down. How you doing, man?
How you doing?
There you go. Water back there? Okay, right there. Yeah, this. So basically, one guy took off on the last stop.
I was counting, sir.
It's county. Still haven't found him. All right, I'll get out of your guys' way. All right. Are y'all giving up looking for him?
Here, yeah.
Here, yeah? Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm going to move.
I will wait for you to move.
All right, thanks, man. You too. God, that's bad parking, guys. That's horrible parking. Let's go, Buc-ee's. I'll turn you guys up for a minute.
Swents_991 says would have been crazy if you seen your car drive off law.
Yeah, that's true.
Ad101 says John Gray don't blow my cover, I'm in the trunk. Michelle 210 says 5-0 behind us.
Yes.
Seal Team Spick says what flashlight is that? I am the man says what's going on, John.
It's actually
Michelle
it's disposable
210 says
flashlight.
Dasher hold my bag.
All right, now we'll go check this out over here.
Coker says did you check your back seat?
Yeah, it's good. But I didn't check the back seat, just so you know.
Whipped Up Wishes says 17. KYMT88 says 17. Michelle 210 says 17. Dashing Dasher TX says 17.
Yeah, I'll go over here.
Okay. Okay.
Whipped Up Wishes says I'm so confused why M's was called. Is this a separate call?
I think it's involving the same one. I'm not sure. I think they're both involved in the same call.
Saginerd says Wooah A.
Trenton Talk Group normal scan. Trenton Talk Group normal scan.
-1. Michelle 210 says -1.
Yeah, that's the guy that was standing in front of the car. Yeah, when we drove by the first time, that's the guy that was in the front of the car. So I don't know if the passenger took off. I'll ask him in a second. So was there another person at that scene that took off? What? Was there another person at that scene that took off?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was the driver or the passenger?
I'm sorry?
This is the driver or the passenger?
The driver.
And the passenger took off. We still haven't found him yet.
Yeah, he's got warrants.
He's got warrants out of Freeport.
He's got multiple.
Okay, multiple. Okay. Thank you.
Trenton Talk Group normal.
on my numbers.
Good.
510547 5105 4710.
Clear, out of the ball.
10-1.
All right, they said they're going to get a warrant. You're going to have a warrant issued. If you don't take care of it, you are going to jail. All right, guys, I'll turn you up. How you doing, man? All right, you guys can talk now.
Hammy 9588 says when you leave here we will definitely need a recap aid.
Okay, so that was the driver, and the passenger took off because he had warrants. Because remember when we came by, we saw that if I had had a place to park, we'd have been there when the guy took off. But there was no place to park.
KYMT88 says, did you get more bike lights?
Yes, I do. I have a whole box. I have a whole box down there. So he said, we're gonna issue a warrant for you. So he's gonna go with EMS.
12TH Minaji says driver just got a warrant, John.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure county's gonna be looping around looking for the passenger.
RTK underscore 1414 says, did they both run?
No, only one did. That I know of. We were approaching, so we were on the right scene. It's just that we didn't have parking, so. So it's kind of a good thing I walked all the way
12
over
TH
there.
Menaji says County is going to where he took off too.
Yeah, they're going to be circling that area for a long time. So we'll go circle with them. Yeah, if you can look back in the distance, you see the bright lights. They're already looking. So
RTK underscore 1414 says he looked young.
yeah, that's.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Cecia's 1980.
Thank you so much for the follow. Whereas I lagging that whole stop, guys. Usually I lag at Buc-ee's, so that's why I'm asking.
Dashing Dasher TX says in that amount of time, he could vey anywhere.
That's true. He could have got a ride. I see him there.
Sonny Wilkins says hi Pammy.
They're searching the same place that we were. Yeah, we saw that guy in front of the car when we drove by, but there's literally no place to park.
J Boogie 1620 says not for me.
Oh, good.
KYMT88 says was in and out. RTK underscore 1414 says no, just 1 second or so.
Okay. Well, we have Thursday. Starlink will be here, so that's going to be a whole new world.
Dashing Dasher TX says here Gator Gator Gator. Draw him out. Sick M boy.
Why are you always summoning the gator? Alright, so this is
12 TH Menaji says when he gets out he will have to serve the warrant, right John?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're gonna get a warrant for him. And he said something about make sure you tell your probation officer, so.
Trevor Watts 596 says here Gator Gator Gator. Dashing Dasher TX says he was going after the guy that ran.
Yeah, they're in this area, same area circling, so. Lake Jackson kind of gave up on it. They're over here.
Ben Mom 2024 says I think Dasher wants a pet gator law. Sonny Wilkins says so what is going on? KYMT88 says we summoned Dasher lol and still waiting for Dasher games. Tomet 2004 says what was wrong with the boy?
I'm not sure. I don't really care. I care about the fact that he went with EMS. So they're over here. Let's just kind of chill right here.
Dashing Dasher TX says he's my police gator. Don't hate on Officer Snappy.
Alright, so they're sitting over here, guys. I'm not going in that little area right there.
Trevor Watts 596 says is the scanner charged?
No. It's not even on. The big scanner. Let me get the scanner situated. Thank you for reminding me.
Live Life for Fun 20 says John wants a pet snake.
I don't actually want a pet snake. No, thank you.
Says he's going to jail when he gets out. MT88 says you're charged.
It's charging. So I'm kind of organized back here. Someone asked me about my flashlight. This is on my wish list. I get two more of those flashlights. They're $30 for two. They're kind of disposable.
KYMT88 says 3.
I see you. All right, let's get out of this area. All right, I'll move.
Mustang Mike 9000.
No, I see.
I did not.
1083 Lake Jackson.
Alright.
Shows you a transport.
Dashing Dasher TX says 8. KYMT 88 says 8. Michelle 210 says 8.
We're just going to stay in the general area in case they do find him.
Sonny Wilkins says, do you know if he's still going to jail?
Yes, he's going to go to jail. They're going to, later, because they're going to get a warrant for him. They told him they're going to get a warrant, and then they'll come pick him up, and then he'll have to go to jail, or have to turn himself in. Right now, he's going with EMS.
Michelle 210 says Michelle got ripped off again.
So we're just going to kind of keep circling for a minute.
Sonny Wilkins says okay. Michelle 210 says 8. KYMT 88 says 8. Angie 416 says 8.
So they should be back around this corner up here.
RTK underscore 1414 says he can turn himself in the morning, no biggie ha. Live Life 4 Fun 20 says what are they charging the driver for?
I'm not sure. I don't have that information because we were too late.
Winter Willow says Dow lights up the Lake Jackson sky like a magical sun.
So as you can see, there's
Peppermint Patty 25 says plus he is on probation, so interactions with the police is a violation.
Yeah,
they will arrest him there as well.
Yeah, so this is where it happened, but as you can see, look on the side of the feeder right here. There's no place to park right here. That's why we actually went around the corner to the Chinese place or whatever. We parked there, we walked back. By that time, the guy had already taken off running. That's when you guys like, Lake Jackson has a chase, but we were actually on the call where they had the chase, so. And that was pretty nice of the deputy to tell me what was going on. See, if you, like he asked me to back up right when I got there, and I kind of complied. Or at least I said okay. And it's basically usually just a power trip, right? He told me to back up, and I said okay, even though I didn't really back up. And that's where I was going to go anyway, but don't tell him that. He thinks I complied, so. And he actually gave me information. Hats off to him for that. I'm going to try to go back in this area again. We might start lagging. Does this guy need bicycle lights? Yeah, I definitely need some bicycle lights.
Winter Willow says I haven't seen County on your streams a lot.
Let's see if this guy wants some bike lights.
Pammy 9588 says nice doesn't mean he won't violate rights though.
That's right. Hey man, can I give you some bike lights?
KYMT 88 says that fella did at petrol station.
Can I give you these bike lights for your bike?
Sorry, say again?
Can I give you these bike lights for your bike so people can see you?
Oh, I was about to turn on my...
Oh no, put these on there. It's a red one for the back and a white one for the front.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
I was about to, I was just about to shake...
Yeah, I got you. So there you go. There you go, man. All right, that way people can see him. Now we can get back on our mission. That's undercover right there. Oh, nope, nothing to see
Whipped
here.
Up Wishes says hopefully not the suspect law.
Hey, I see a guy on the bike, right? I'm gonna give him some bike lights. I don't know who the suspect is, so I have no clue. I don't have any of that information.
KYMT 88 says was that same lad from gas station.
Nope. Now that's a new guy. I haven't seen him before. Hopefully he puts those on. As one who drives around here every night, I want to be able to see them too. There's that.
KYMT88 says they was someone at gas station without lights.
Oh, okay.
VanMom 2024 says I just saw a post on Facebook, John, about somebody asking about cases of water for the storm. I really hope that storm doesn't come here, and I hope people don't go crazy buying all the water and all the toilet paper too.
They will.
Whipped Up Wishes says 54. Ad 101 says a dude on a bike just sold me bike lights for $300.
Stop it. We got them a set of 10 for $4 a piece.
2024 says I know they will.
Yeah, they will. Absolutely will.
Nivadeloka 0190 says, are they sure he ain't in the window well of a house?
They don't know where he's at. He could be anywhere. I do know that I don't know where he's at, so.
T12
Somebody asked, what would you do if you found him? I guess at this point, I would advise him to shut up and I guess turn himself in peacefully.
Sam Victor X-ray 8470, Sam Victor X-ray 8470.
I would advise him to shut up.
T12 traffic.
I would rather come to a peaceful solution than him getting hurt.
Insurance of Costa Verde Apartments, Texas 28, Sam Victor X-ray 8470, Sam Victor X-ray 8470, Orange Chrome Ford Explorer.
Costa Verde Apartments, okay. I don't know how old that is, but.
Ilsa Vargas says, can you do a citizen's arrest?
Nope. I would have to, in order to do that, you have to witness
Tammy 9588 says, I'm going to bed, babe. So the on-scene and off-scene is on you from now on.
Okay, I got it.
Good night, babe. Good night, chat.
Good night.
KYMT88 says we have space in trunk for him law.
Yeah, they would definitely get me for that.
Tony de Almeida 3 says cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1, cheer 1. Stream Elements says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 6 bits.
Thank you so much for
12
the 6 bits.
TH Minaji says that's recent, John. Bandmom 2024 says what did they say, John? Angie 416 says good night, Pam.
Good night. Said there's a traffic stop at Costa Verde. See, here's
KYMT 88 says night, Pammy. Tony de Almeida 3 says always film 50.
Yep. So at this point, like, I don't know who the suspect is, so I
Dashing Dasher TX says good night, Pammy. We definitely will not be going to Whataburger, wink wink. Jamie Nicole B says good night, Pam.
We definitely will not be going to Whataburger. Dasher trying to get me in trouble. So by Friday, I should have Starlink installed in here. And in theory, if the phone drops, then the Starlink will pick up. We're going to try it out for a month.
KYMT88 says 14. Jamie Nicole B says 14.
So the plan is we're going to try it out for, because it comes with a month free. We're going to try it out for a month and then probably turn it off so I don't have to pay the monthly.
Jamie Nicole B says 22.
And then just use it.
KYMT88 says W2.
And then just turn it on when we need it. But I do want to test it out for a month. And that's just so if a hurricane comes, I can still stream. Because as you know, the cell phone service is going to go down when a hurricane comes. But I don't have to pay a monthly charge. I can use it when I need it. So, should be a good thing. When I will do a test only using Starlink. The only thing is I can't get very far from the car. Unless I get another router. If I get a travel router with like Wi-Fi 7 or something, then I can get further from the car. It only works about 100 feet from the car. It also said it would work at 100 miles an hour.
Dasher TX says our cell phone service goes down when you fart, John.
That's right.
It's not the greatest service in the world.
Right. So, we're going to test it out. Come this weekend, we'll be testing it out.
KYMT88 says you could get a dongle. DanMom2024 says John, did everybody go to bed lol?
I'm not sure.
Peppermint Patty 25 says I can't get my Twitch to work to save my life.
Well, that's why we have multiple platforms. Probably, I mean, we literally drove around with nothing happening all night. Until it got that weird call happened. So they probably did go to sleep.
Show 95.
I'm going straight. Okay, all right. I'm assuming. I don't know what you're doing, but okay. I'm gonna go.
What do we got? Contact. Show 95.
Drink a tea.
Bayou Preppers 1 says I'm awake, almost got this tooth out.
We got here just in time for him to be pulling off.
RTK_1414 says I am still up.
We got here just in time for him to be pulling off. Okay, what are you doing there? Don't run over me. Please don't run over me. Alright, I'll go park over here.
Dashing Dasher TX says John, there is a baby at McDonald's in Lake Jackson. Stay away, weirdo.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Michelle 210 says I'm drinking blueberry tea.
Blueberry tea?
KYMT88 says still here, it's 6:20 a.m.
I appreciate you night owls and early birds hanging out with me. I would stream in the day, but my shit overheats in the day. Although I did take my cool phone cooler thing and went and sat outside in the sun. Yeah, this is the things I do for you guys. And it worked for about an hour and a half.
Probably transferring at 1
Michelle 210 says yeah, John Dasher wants him for himself, yes, blueberry tea. Your name says I'm awake.
I'm supposed to be asleep.
KYMT88 says always John. Matt73 Boyd 73 says don't tell John about the baby, he will go take it a stuffed animal lol.
Stop it. Stop it. I didn't think that through, guys. I did not think that through.
62888.
I had the best intentions. I was trying to get him to stop crying.
Bandmom 2024 says I only have a few more days to be a night owl. John, my summer's over starting Monday. I am not a morning person. This is gonna be fun, they say law. Michelle 210 says Dasher, it's okay, he doesn't have any cookies, only bicycle lights.
I actually don't have any cookies right now.
KYMT88 says then Dasher was left holding the baby.
Yes. Let me guess, because he was traumatized from me? He was traumatized from me, so Dasher had to take over? Is that what you're trying to say? Somebody was in the comments like, make sure he doesn't have any allergies. I'm like, oh shit, this was the entire thing was just a bad idea. It was just bad. I just saw a crying kid, wanted to give him...
KYMT88 says our schools haven't broken up yet, they break up next week for 6 weeks. Dashing Dasher TX says that's how John lures his victims. Hey, want some bicycle lights? Yeah, come closer so I can stuff you in the trunk. KYMT88 says nope nope. Michelle 210 says Dasher wants to add on to his future felon collection. Matt73 Boyd 73 says John, you're never gonna hear the end of that law.
I'm definitely not.
Dashing Dasher TX says no, Dasher does not want any more future felons. I have plenty, emphasizing plenty. KYMT88 says gotta love this page and the banter we all have.
That's right. No, I don't. I'm never gonna live that down. It's almost up there with the car driving away once. Then the coyote. We got Frankie the Coyote always making an appearance.
KYMT88 says nah, Dasher, you need a football team and benchers. Bandmom 2024 says train is coming, I hear it. Michelle 210 says and cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders, I don't remember them.
Dashing Dasher TX says I have a football team plus 2 subs.
720. We had a call on clearing launch.
KYMT88 says well, you need more Dasher. Michelle 210 says and don't forget dispatch, I have a white convertible Camaro following me.
That's right. That was funny. And the reverse traffic stop was fun.
Dashing Dasher TX says does baby want a cookie from Papa? Surpassed self-driving car a long time ago. Bandmom 2024 says Dasher doesn't need any more lol JK. Michelle 210 says are the best night ever.
Yeah, the reverse traffic stop was fun.
KYMT88 says in telling cop to shish.
I can't believe I got away with the reverse traffic stop. Honestly, I never thought that would actually work. Never in a million years that I think that would work. He was so confused.
Michelle 210 says 13. Dashing Dasher TX says 13. Michelle 210 says that was a classic moment. KYMT88 says oh and giving cop heart attack. Matt 73 Boyd 73 says officer I have a creepy old man in a white Camaro following me with stuffed animals and candy trying to lure me in his trunk.
But he does have bike lights if you got a bike. Dang, had we had parking, we'd have been there when that guy ran.
Dashing Dasher TX says maybe would have stopped him from running. Whipped Up Wishes says I liked when we had a standoff of who was going to leave first. As are the cops and there was no one in the cop car, ha 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 ha.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Michelle 210 says John, it was a good thing cause he probably would have taken Pearl.
It was a possibility. I generally, if I know I'm gonna be on a scene a long time, I should turn the car off. So
KYMT88 says gonna say goodnight all trunkies and John.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive around here one more time. I'm gonna drive down Sycamore, up 332 feeder, and then back around the same area. If they don't find him in that amount of time, then we'll call it a night. Unless the SWAT team breaks out. I don't see them in the area. They're not looking for him anymore. I mean, they know who it is. They really don't have to waste the resources. They literally said the guy's name.
Then Mom 2024 says then he would have got charges for kidnapping us law.
That's right.
Dashing Dasher TX says John was about to have a picnic watching those cop cars and then realized there was no one in their law.
Yeah, that was fun. That's kind of embarrassing. I don't want to bring that one up. Yeah, hopefully that VOD is long not published anymore. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be over here or not.
Michelle 210 says law. Bandmom 2024 says I remember that.
I was in a standoff with myself. It's a good thing I figured it out before, like, the next day.
I am the man says let's go to Freeport, John.
They're not really saying, nobody's really saying anything on the radio.
J Maple says at least you won.
I did win. I won. Yes. I left on my own terms. Yeah, both scanners are all the way up and nothing's going on, so. Like I said, we'll go one more trip around here.
Control 4, we listed, KDCC, over to Mim City, got 4 on board, out across the 40, 600.
514, looking for Hotel 2.
We got 180 miles of gas we could save for tomorrow night. Guys, if you're new here, follow me on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Follow me everywhere.
I am the man says, are they still looking for the suspect?
Not really. I don't see them in the area.
12th Minaji says, do you think that they put up signs for the park, John?
We can go check that. That's a good idea, actually. Let's go see. That's actually a good idea while nothing's going on. Let's go check to see if they put up signs. And now I have to go back to city council until they do every week, complaining about the signs. It's actually a good idea.
Michelle 210 says, I bet they didn't.
I bet they didn't either. Who knows? They could have surprised me. It doesn't take that long to make a sign. I mean, you got signs everywhere. Keep your dog on a leash, speed limit. It's not like they're afraid to put up a sign. All right, so we'll go check the signs. Then we'll go to the palm trees.
I am the man says, is it C notes shifting Clute? John, haven't seen Clute PD today.
They haven't really had anything.
Flight 4, go ahead.
Red 408365 3 40 83 65 53. Patient per report. How do you copy?
Take copy 4083 65 53 65 53.
4.
Bradley 25 says, looks like the storm is staying towards Louisiana more as of an hour ago.
Yep. That's what I saw before I left. Big sinkhole.
RTK 1414 says -3.
Let's see if there's anything to prevent us from going in here. A ways of a sign.
24 public.
So far, I don't see any indication I'm not supposed to be in here.
$54.15, you can show 21 patient, 2 passengers, 1 chick stop emergent to UTB Angleton.
Charlotte PD to 25 checking.
I don't see any signs.
We are finishing mop up right now. Cars on the trailer will be released from scene here in a few minutes.
Nothing.
We've made contact with the on-duty correction on-call bunking supervisor, CID. William Henry Williams, 2825. William Henry Williams.
On-call CID's en route.
Black via Tom Spawn.
Tom Spawn, Clute has a traffic stop.
20 traffic.
Ad 101 says you don't see any indication because I ripped down the sign.
Then you're...
William Henry Williams, 2825. William Henry Williams, 2825. Black via Tom Spawn.
Like, not even a little, like, these are the rules for the park, like a little bitty sign, right? Nothing.
I'll be out on a consent search. I have GPS with me. Negative. We've already made contact with Sergeant Henson. I was just informing you.
Bradley 25 says you would think they would get that done quickly, so it's not arguable, especially for RF towers, you know. I am the man says, are we going to that stop in Clute, John?
I'm going to check these over here. I'm listening for it to escalate. I also heard Brazoria County say CID was needed for something. I don't know what that was for. Alvin's on a consent search.
P902 from George Union, 9025. Adam, George Union, white, Volkswagen. Yeah, Warden and Bicycle.
I mean, do they think my idea is dumb? Like, should we not have the park hours posted somewhere? They just think my idea is dumb. Maybe that's it. All right, let's see if we have anything going this way. It says, hey, stay out of the park. All right, let's look at the signs. No parking, loading, unloading passengers in driveway.
RTK _1414 says we don't in Colorado.
All right, guys, I want to document these signs, so I'm going to turn you guys down. No parking, loading, unloading passengers in driveway.
RTK
We got
1414 says we do in Colorado, not don't.
We got speed limit 10 miles an hour. We have 2 more signs that say no parking, loading, unloading passengers in driveway.
49 to 11, you good for public service?
Dogs must remain on a leash, city ordinance, blah, 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 blah. Two more signs that say no parking, loading, unloading passengers in driveway. 2 more of those. We got a sign that says keep right. Two handicap signs.
130.
Like, they're not afraid to put a sign up. You see what I'm saying?
30, confirming that the vehicle I had towed went to Lawrence. And a drill.
Go ahead.
It's going to be Tom, Mary, 2438
4 Nora 640529er.
No indication the park is closed at this time. None whatsoever. We got, what does that sign say? Let me see what that sign says.
Yazov 30 says the UK don't close their park and they wonder why most stuff happened INBBBC the park at night.
Unauthorized vehicles stay off the grass. City ordinance.
65 focus, clear.
655.
Clear.
Oh, 05, she's out of Valley 27 out of Colorado.
That's clear. Can you put me on a follow-up there? I just ran the vintage showing stolen out of Santa Fe. You can contact them so we can look at it, please.
No parking, loading, unloading passengers in the driveway. This poor guy's driving in the park, doesn't know he's committing a crime. I'm not one to snitch, but just saying. All right, I'll turn you guys up. I needed that part for a video.
It's going to be the truck from my earlier arrest.
All right, guys, you guys can talk now. I needed to document that.
I saw 41 will be out at Lawrence. If you want to stop by.
Dashing Dasher TX says cops are heading that way.
I know they are. I know they are. I think I know why, too.
That's clear.
Fuck me. They were probably watching my video and saw that car.
30, you trying to get into the yard or in the vehicle? Those both, I'm going to need to confirm the VIN.
There's 2 cops over here.
Table.
Dashing Dasher TX says I just passed one by the ball field.
Yeah, they're right here. So there's 2. There's one right there, one up there. No U-turn 7 a.m. to 8. Yep, right in the park.
J Maple says snitches get stitches law.
Good.
All right, it doesn't say the park's closed, so I think we're good.
Eligible ID only, East Fairway.
Simple. Simple.
Over here so he can't get me.
Laid off janitor says, is it called sign the ticket park? Get it?
Sign the ticket park? Yeah, right. Nothing to see here.
Dashing Dasher TX says we have 188 witnesses that there are no signs.
That's right. That guy's just peacefully back there listening to
Laid off
music.
janitor says cheer 5,000.
Thank you so much,
Stream
laid off
Element
janitor.
says laid off janitor just cheered 5,000 bits.
Thank you.
Cool.
Whipped Up Wishes says 36.
They did not go. Never mind. Remind me to tell you guys something tomorrow. Remind me to tell you something tomorrow. If you're still here. I'm not going to say it right now. You guys probably already saw what I saw, but... All right, back to City Council next week.
12TH Minaji says, okay, I will, Joe. Michelle 210 says they left our people alone.
That's right. You understand. They left them alone. But I didn't really want to challenge them right now. Like, oh yeah, well watch us, we'll go back.
Dashing Dasher TX says, damn it, Frankie. I can't watch John's stream and be watching for you at the same time.
Sorry, Sam.
903 Print Guy says, thanks for the ride, man. See you next time.
See you tomorrow. Or later on today. Thanks for coming by, 903.
Bradley 25 says the park ranger might not be working tonight, lol.
The park ranger is not
Dashing
working.
Dasher TX says Frankie just out for a stroll on highway.
I'll watch out for him.
Michelle 210 says there is no sign so cops would be harassing.
Dispatch, 6 with 4 on board.
I mean, we've seen it.
0 +51 and 619 are back to the east.
I personally have been threatened with arrest twice for being in the park.
7-5, 1 down SFST. That's great.
Dasher, are you trying to tell me Frankie's running around over here? Or up closer to Maine?
Original fake address says, isn't it an ordinance? No one after sundown.
Yes. I think it's actually 10 o'clock. I don't know. Because I can't find any park rules that indicate that. I can't find a single park rule that indicates when you're allowed to be in the park and when you're not allowed to be in the park.
Dashing Dasher TX says he was right there at the Dixie Light, heading home.
Okay. At the Dixie Light. All right, we'll watch for him.
Spirit.
The homeless Nana says, isn't there a sign by the trail?
Nope.
Whipped Up Wishes says heading to the Palms.
Yep, we are. We're going to go down and see if we can't see Frankie. See if we can't get his ass back in the trunk. He might be a Waterburger again.
Bradley 25 says, or Taco Bell, it was Taco Tuesday, he knows he will be getting fed law.
There you go.
Dashing Dasher TX says he was at least using the crosswalk.
Good for him. He's learning.
Jay Maples says, I think he jumped out when we all took the stroll down the highway. Angie 416 says, thank you so much, laid off janitor. Dashing Dasher TX says, laid off with gifted subs.
Thank you so much.
Michelle 210 says, laid off with 5 lifted subs.
Thank you so much.
12TH Minaji says, thank you, laid off. Bradley 25 says, might need to get him a collar and put some bike lights on it for him. Darren Thompson says, got yourself a trunk monkey, not saying it in a negative. Boba Fett 271 says, Frankie likes cheeseburgers, no mayo. He has bad memories from mayo.
I don't see him so far. Someone he may be watching the stream and took off running. It's like, damn it, I don't want him back in that trunk again. Just let me live my best coyote life. Eating cheeseburgers.
7504, District 3, checks clear.
It'd be southbound, just south of County Road 49. They have an ambulance pulled over with the corrections officer, and they're wanting to get a chip out.
Clear, sir.
Oh, we gotta monitor that.
There's just be a correction. The patient's an inmate.
The patient's an inmate.
12TH Minaji says, sounded like 288 and 48.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Laid off janitor says, can we look into upping the bet amount for slots and gambling on Kick? I'm loaded here, but on Twitch I'm destitute.
Okay, so...
Original fake address says inmate during transport.
Yeah.
Mom 2024 says we need to make Frankie an id tag and have it say I belong to the BC Trunkies. If found, please return to the Trunkies, ha ha ha.
With some bike lights on him. Yeah, we just put a red light in the back and a white light on the front. That way no one will run over him. You guys are crooked the whole time. All right, guys, let's go to the palm trees.
Bruja 210 says made it over here. Jay Maple says we're not crooked, the cops are.
Oh, I see what you did there. I thought I was the only one that was allowed dad jokes here.
Bradley 25 says good night, Trunkies.
Good night, everybody. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out.
2024 says good night, John.
Good night. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for the bits, the subscriptions, your time.
Laid off janitor says good night, everyone.
Good night, LOJ. We will see you guys a little bit later. Make sure you guys follow me on YouTube.
210 says good night, everyone.
Make sure you
Angie
guys...
416 says good night, everyone.
Good night. Guys, make
Dashing Dasher TX says good night all.
Good night.
Dashing Dasher TX says 13.